with us.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender, I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful, I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful, I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Julie, and it's my pleasure to be your platform assistant today. Let's all take a moment, check our cell phones, make sure they are turned completely off. Thank you. Let's wave hello to our friends online. Hello, everybody. Okay. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we truly appreciate you. Our Unity singers today are Ronnie and Mary. Here. And welcome our guest musicians, Ifamo Dupe and Russell Brown. Oh, yeah. They will have CDs after the service on the patio. Okay, let's open our service by focusing our intention through our opening affirmation. Please join me in prayerfully and powerfully speaking it together 3 times. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Take a breath. Again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Another breath. And once again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Let's continue by reading aloud the statement of our unity. God's love is within each of us, guiding us to dynamically express our wholeness, wisdom, and abundance. We acknowledge the universal wisdom in the Christ teachings and in all spiritual paths. I now choose to open to the presence of divine love and to be changed at death. Throughout this sacred time, God is uplifting me, and through my heart, the world. Our heart minister today is Maria, and she will be reading our daily word.
The word for today is energy. God created me with a physical, mental, and spiritual capacity to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Whether I am active or resting, I am vitally alive. While my body rests, my mind may dream of my next endeavor. When I am physically active, my mind clears as I focus on the task at hand. In the silence of prayer and meditation, I still my body and mind, tapping into the source of strength and energy within. No thought or distraction interferes with the flow of energy in and through me. I am recharged physically, mentally, and spiritually. At work, at play, and at rest, I channel my energy into activities that bring joy to myself and to others. Energized by spirit within, I live an abundant life. And the reading from the scripture is, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly, from John 10:10. The affirmation for today is, I am divine energy expressing as vitality and life. Please repeat together with me. I am divine energy expressing as vitality and life. And once again, I am divine energy expressing as vitality and life.
This is a song, and kind of like a formula. So if you can drop down into your heart space for me, just be a little open. Love hard, love first, be vulnerable, get hurt, forgive, move on, then do it again like you play your favorite song. Dance free, express your creativity. Move along your own path at your own beat. Be perfect as you are. Just open your heart and shine your light like the brightest star. This might be a little long to remember. Pick your favorite 3 steps. It's just a little gift from me to you. Hope it helps. Love hard, love first, be vulnerable, get hurt, forgive, move on, then do it again like you play your favorite song. Dance free, express your creativity. Move along your own path at your own beat. Be perfect, yes you are. Just open your heart and shine your light like the brightest star. Just open your heart and shine. Just open your heart and shine. Just open your heart and shine your light like the brightest star. Just open your heart and shine. Just open your heart and shine. Just open your heart and shine your light like the brightest star. And there you are.
yes. Ifamo Dupe and Russell Brown. It is birthday Sunday. Anyone have a March birthday? Anybody? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Me too. I'm a March birthday too. I'm standing up. Thank you. I'm going to highlight a few upcoming events. The details of these and other wonderful activities are in your bulletin and on our website. If you're interested in taking the step of joining our Unity community as a member, or if you're just interested in learning more about what Unity is about, join Reverend David the third Thursday or the fourth Sunday in March. Mirabai is inviting children age 6 and up to sing in the Children's Easter Choir. See details in today's bulletin. Also, check out today's bulletin for 2 interesting new monthly experiences that you won't want to miss. Today, Daylight Savings Time starts next Sunday, so spring forward, and we will see you 1 hour later. Okay.
Good morning. Well, we have our regular heart math training coming up in a couple Saturdays. So, first of all, how many have had a heart math training? That's most of you. Now, those of you that have learned this way to completely stop the stress in your life, to change your body, shift into that higher consciousness that just held your hands up, how many of you still have a little stress running? Okay, I'll see all of you there. Okay, this is about skill building, okay? And if you didn't get your hand up, you need to come. Fabulous, fabulous work, and at the very core, the ability to experience the depth and power of your beautiful heart. See you there.
True. Thank you, David. If you are here for the first time, we welcome you to our spiritual community. We would love to meet you and invite you to experience our community as our guest at a Unity event of your choosing. Please take the very important presents card from the seat pocket in front of you to the welcome table on the patio to learn more about us and receive your gift certificate. And if you're willing, please raise your hand so we can acknowledge you. Any first-timers here today? Welcome. 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 Okay. All right. We'd like to extend our special blessing to you and to everyone new to our services online. Together, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the light of God shining through you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's all take a moment, greet each other until the music begins.
Yay. Oh.
the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see the light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel for the magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the grace that's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is.
I see
the beauty in you.
Love. I see the love that's in you. Joy. I see the joy in you.
Grace. I see the grace that's in you. Heart.
I see the heart in you. And so it is.
All right, take that deep breath, wiggle around, get comfortable as we journey into that inner experience for our prayer and meditation. And as we turn our attention within, I invite you to let the music be part of that journey to the very center of your heart. Mother, Father, God, infinite love, we are open to know your love, to experience at every level of being, to see that love as this beautiful earth that you have created for us, to touch its green and blue, its wind and water, to see the beauty of these souls that you have brought in to touch our lives, to be grateful that you give us the power to bless and heal. We are open to know your love at depth, to know that we are loved without condition and without limit, that you pour that divine love into our experience every moment, that just as you spoke to Jesus as he went forth into his purpose, so you speak to us. You are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. We accept that love into that awareness that awakens us to know I am love. I am the presence of this divine love. I am its instrument and its expression. I am its wisdom. I am its touch. I am one with this infinite love. I am. I am. I am love. Rest now in that beautiful place of sacred stillness. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be. Mother, Father, God, infinite love, beloved presence, I'm so grateful to know that I am one with this divine presence and power and love that touches and heals. And I make this choice to send it forth to heal and bless. I send it first into my body for health and vitality. I send it to mind and heart for wisdom and understanding. I radiate this love from my heart, sending it to all who are dear to me, to enfold and bless, to uplift and heal. I send this love across the spiritual community, becoming a part of that light and wisdom that flows through each one, blessing everyone in their world. I radiate this love. Send it to every prayer request brought here, knowing with each one that they are enfolded in this love and lifted to that which is the highest. Send this love across the communities in which we live, across our nation, and across the nations of the world. to heal the fears of all peoples and to bring forth their great wisdom and compassion. And I radiate this love from my heart, sending it to all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And I send this love to Mother Earth and all her creatures. And this love now enfolds this beautiful earth to touch the heart of every person. For you are the love in every heart. And in that love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. From that deep center of being, once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
It's the green in the leaves. It's the wind in the trees. It's the up and down of a bird's wings. It's the glide with unexplainable ease. It's the rain at you in mid-fall, when you thought your heart didn't care at all. It's the tear rolling down your face. It's the yearning for a quiet place. It's a wave of flow moving through. It's God expressing as you. It is God expressing as you. It's the fertilization of seed, a blade of grass growing through the concrete, an act of kindness from a stranger on the street, getting your fill of spiritual food to eat. It is laughter in the midst of weeping, a strange peace when it appears your ship's sinking. It's the dream God's created in you, then realizing what there is to do. It's like Mother entering the room. It's God expressing as you. It is God expressing as you. If you find that it's hard to believe, just close your eyes and breathe. Take a step, let it go. Embrace the fire, step into the flow. Embrace the fire. Step into the flow. If you find that it's hard to believe, just close your eyes and breathe. Take a step, let it go. Embrace the fire. Step into the flow. Embrace the fire. Step into the flow. Like a flower moving through bloom, it's God expressing as you. It's God expressing as you.
God expressing as you. Have you noticed that God is gorgeous?
Yes.
So turn to your neighbor. Good morning, you gorgeous child of God. Okay, you gorgeous children of God, we have been on a journey. We've been looking at that wonderful, horrible spiritual teaching called Love Your Enemy. Right, so we've been working on that a little bit. Now we started out, first time we took a look at that, going and saying, wait a minute, that doesn't mean because you love that individual that's acting out enemy, and now we all know this is a unity church, so we know there's no enemies out there. But we also know some of us are very skilled at giving people permission to play some roles that sure look like it. Okay? And yet we understand that love doesn't mean you just roll over. Going back and want to touch again, I just treasure this beautiful expression from Islam, the Prophet Muhammad. O messenger of God, a man who is oppressed, I am ready to help. But how does one help an oppressor? By hindering him doing wrong, the prophet said. Standing up, and one of the things we realized was what a gift the civil rights movement in our country gave us in seeing that love expressed so powerfully. And then last week we took on some of those strange things in there, that turn the other cheek and go the second mile, and we shifted a little from that content into how it would be understood in the context of that society, and realized it was really inviting entering into an equal relationship, stepping forward in the power that we have as spiritual beings to engage. And through that engagement and that intelligence of that love, transform what we're entering into. Now, all that sounds like an awful lot of work to me. The truth is, when those things happen in my life, what I really want to do is I want to just put on my Hogwarts robe and I want to pull out my wand and I want to just zap them. Anybody ever had that? You want to just zap them, just take care of it. Whap! It's over. So I got some good news for you today. You can do it. Okay, so we're gonna do a little Hogwarts class today. Okay, and I'm gonna give you the spell because it works. So to head there, let me go back to part of this we really didn't look at too much before. When Jesus is laying out this teaching, you've heard it said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Okay, now that's not my natural response, but I get it. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. So he's giving a way of working. Now, in understanding that way of working, one of the places I go is Charles Fillmore's teachings. Wonderful mystic, founder of Unity. And he puts it this way. He says, the truth is that things have a spiritual as well as a material identity, and that the spiritual is the cause sign. So everything. So when we're experiencing something in our world that's in resistance to us, there's a material identity. There's some way that's showing up and reflecting. But there is also a spiritual nature to that, and the spiritual is the cause. Now, I don't know about you, but most of my attention goes to the effect. Right? I'm out there. And if you're anything like me, you can articulate extremely well what that individual is doing wrong. I mean, insight, effectiveness, no doubt about it. It's saying, whoa, there's another place that we go to look. So to touch that place, when I was looking at this, I remembered many, many years ago being deeply touched by an Edgar Cayce reading. A lot of my early spiritual studies was in the Cayce readings. For those of you who don't know, Cayce was probably the greatest American psychic, and as he explored people's experiences, often touching on the spiritual dynamics that were there. So I went and found that reading. So Cayce says, think not any soul. So he's saying, don't go to this place where you think they are the oppressors. Yea, look within thine own heart. Hast thou not practiced the same? Whoops. Look within thine own heart. Hast thou not practiced the same? Then he goes on into an amazing understanding. He says, for as it has been given, yea, there be only 10 just men. They may save the city. They may save the nation. They may save the world. If they will but practice in their daily experience that which has been commanded of the first. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and thy neighbor as thyself. So he goes to this amazing power of love and says it is so powerful that it takes few of us to do that. To transform the world around us. Now, when we talk about going to this place where we do something inside, okay, we have this experience of this which transforms the outer. We work on whatever this is that shows up in me. And by changing that, the world changes. When I think of that, I'm drawn back to the beautiful experience of the Ho'oponopono work that we shared a little while ago. Dr. Hugh Lynn and the amazing experience whereby simply working on himself, he was able to, without professional interaction with the people in the criminal ward that he was responsible for, healed them of their insanity. Amazing. Enough that I got to keep checking it out, going, whoa! So when I look at that, it's so interesting because it was entirely an inner experience that resulted in an outer change that was demonstrable, recognizable, and measurable. So listen, when he goes through the steps, so within, what it says is within the self, there's a set of processes that we can enter into, a set of experiences which we focus on with these particular focuses. First, I love you. Second, I'm sorry. Third, please forgive me. Fourth, thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Join me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Feeling the feeling of each of those. Join me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Once again. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So moving through those inner experiences of consciousness, there was released that within him that resulted in the change in the outer. Okay, now that's, again, this is not a strange or a different understanding. We know the spiritual laws, thoughts and feelings held in mind produce after the kind, that our spirit moves through us. And one of the beautiful ways that's explained in the Ho'oponopono understanding is that what happens is the outer, when we see disharmony in the outer, that disharmony is the expression of that cause, that spiritual energy moving through us, and it's moving through memories that we hold, which are not whole. They are caught in pain, they are caught in limitation, and so as that spiritual energy passes through that, it then manifests as that experience in our world. So what Dr. Hugh Lynn is saying is if we move within the self, we have the power to ask the divine presence to remove that memory, to heal that. Okay. And as that heals, then what happens is the pure wholeness of the divine expresses, because the nature of the divine is whole. So that expresses then as the wholeness and the harmony in the experience. Okay, make sense? That power that we can take a hold of. Now, it's by this way of prayer that we just shared these steps, that they go through that experience. Now, what I love is when I go back to the pray for those who persecute you. What a beautiful way to do that. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Healing both the inner and the outer, so that steps away and Spirit's wholeness manifests. It's because when I'm exploring something, I always go back and check out with Lao Tzu what he's thinking. And he's been thinking for a long time. From the Tao Te Ching. The master allows things to happen. She shapes events as they come. She steps out of the way and lets the Tao speak for itself. Okay, the master lets things happen. She shapes events as they come. So things are shaped in our experience as Spirit moves through our consciousness. And then, as with the Ho'oponopono, that, okay, we get out of the way. We step out, withdrawing the energy from the memories, from those patterns, so that what express is the Tao speaks for itself. That divine power and energy in its wholeness then is what manifests. Isn't it just amazing how we're all talking about the same thing? Now, if you remember, Harry Potter, one of the great gifts that I think J.K. Rowling brings us is so often in these stories, she caught these divine, these archetypal patterns that are deep within the process of our unfolding. Okay. At the very end, where Harry has to deal with Voldemort, he discovers that Voldemort is within him. Okay, in the story it's called the Horcrux, or the way in which there is embedded within the receptacle, the consciousness. And so he has to face that within him is that which is producing the resistance, the pain, that which is feared. And because of his love for that goodness, his love for those around him, his love that would not have that goodness limited by that expression of resistance. Because of that love, then, his work is to remove that from himself, which he does by having the love to let him go through the experience of being killed by Voldemort. But of course, you know what happens. What is killed is that part that is the not whole manifestation. What is killed is that consciousness of limitation. Because all that is true is that all-loving goodness of God. And you can't end that. So he goes through the experience of his own death. And then what happens is he's back and he's now aware that that's no longer a part of him. And so he faces Voldemort. He faces this one that has been the expression of this resistance, of fear, of pain, of death, this symbol of all that is unlike that love. And the attempt by Voldemort, the spell that is brought to him, is a spell to kill. But what he brings forth is the simplest of spells. It is that to simply disarm, to remove the power, to remove the wand, the ability to focus intention. And that simple spell ends the ability of that which is unlike the love to manifest. And it is gone. Because we take away its power to express. So your assignment for this class, young wizards and witches, is to practice the spell. Okay? It's very simple. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now, I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to invite the universe to give you a chance to practice this week. And my understanding with the universe is it always grants my request. So we'll get a chance to practice. Someone will show up, and remember the force that makes that spell work is the power of your love. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. That's called zapping them.
All right. Thank you, Reverend David. If you would like prayer support or challenges or celebrations, please ask our heart ministers. They will be available after the service here and in the sanctuary and on the patio. Our heart ministers are wearing the lavender stoles. You're also invited to place a prayer request in our prayer box by the front door or in the book center or by selecting the prayer request link on our website. And we'll be praying with you throughout the week. It's time for our prosperity celebration. For love and action or credit card donations, there are envelopes provided in the back of each chair. I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. Repeat our affirmation with me. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
When I was a little girl, I used to sit in the kitchen and bang on pots with a wooden spoon. That's what this song's about. What I heard. Nana, take a boy child, failure to thrive. Still see the other side in his eyes. His heart stops beating when he cries. This child can never believe in lies. Make believe about life. You can make it. Make believe about time, you have to take it. Make believe about faith, you need to learn it too. Know that joy is coming to you. This whole wide world is make-believe. Banging on pots in Nana's kitchen. This whole wide world is make-believe. Banging on pots and you can clap your hands. She came in teary-eyed. Can't keep a man to save her life. Nana said, hush, girl, don't be tried. In matters of time, let spirit decide. Make believe about love, that is true. Make believe about joy, you need it too. Know that pain is something you can get through. See what you have in life, it's up to you. This whole wide world is make-believe. I know you know it. Banging on pots in Nana's kitchen. This whole wide world is make-believe. Banging on pots in Nana's kitchen. This whole wide world is make-believe. Banging on pots in Nana's last time. Hey, this whole wide world is make-believe. Banging on pots in Nana's kitchen. Thank you.
Aren't they wonderful? Oh, let's bless our children together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. God loves you, and so do we. All right. And we receive these gifts so grateful to know that God is our source and that abundance flows through to fulfill that which is the true desires of each heart. In that joy. Amen. Let's stand and take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.